A former Bush official claims that the United States spent $21 trillion building a secret underground city. Her name is Catherine Austin Fitts, and she formerly served as Bush's Assistant Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. And she says that the United States government built this in secret in case of a near extinction event for the rich and powerful. She claims that this isn't just some underground tunnel, but that this is a massive underground city across the United States with over 170 bases. She even says some are under the ocean and that they're all connected with transportation. Also said that this isn't some situation where there's like old tunnels and concrete, but that this is a luxury development made with everything that humans would want and need and have currently above ground in case they had to go down below. She started researching this in 2020 and says that on her website, missingmoney.solari.com, you can go and look at the actual government financials and make a decision whether or not this is true for yourself. Now, there have been theories about this for decades, so are we finally getting the proof?
I guess it's just a big day for us, America, because it is not only very convenient for this to be released today, we're heading into P. Diddy's trial. They're selecting the jurors today for the trial to begin, and they want to tell us now that these tunnels are real. So Bush official claims U.S. built secret $21 trillion underground city for rich and powerful to live if near extinction event happens. Do you guys remember Catherine Fitts? Not long ago, about maybe 2 weeks ago at the most, on Tucker Carlson, she was whistleblowing on all the Bush administration, and she says that they built underground cities. So here's a little bit more about the background with Catherine Fitts. I don't think we're on tunnels anymore. Like I said, I think we're to the point with cities, underground cities, literally. But here's my question. If they were able to spend $21 trillion on this underground city for the elites, how did they keep these workers quiet? Sure, you have NDAs, you have things like that. People don't always keep their word, and something like this, there's going to be tons of workers, thousands, maybe millions of workers in all different fields. And you're telling me that they all kept their mouth shut. Nobody said a word. It's really sketchy to me. I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think?
News because it's not breaking. A former Bush official has stated that a $21 million underground city was built in case of an extinction level event, per the New York Post. What in the I mean, this isn't surprising, okay? There's been rumors about something in Colorado. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. This isn't surprising and very believable.
This is blowing up right now with this interview that Tucker Carlson had with former Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, Susan Fitts. So she was secretary under George H. Bush, and she alleges that the government funneled $21 trillion with the T dollars for covert underground cities all across America and under the ocean with transportation attached to it in the event that something catastrophic would happen, so that the elites and the powerful would be protected.
So we have built an extraordinary number of underground bases and supposedly transportation systems. Some of these are some of these are documented as part of the national security infrastructure. I think there are many more. So
in the United States?
In the United States, on all over the world. But from 2021 to 2023, I took one of the smartest subscribers in the Solari Report network, and he and I spent 2 years collecting all the data and all the allegations on underground bases. And then we systematically went through and tried to estimate our guess. This is totally a guess of how many underground bases, both underground in the United States, but also underground under the ocean around the United States. And our estimate was 170 with the transportation network connect.
So I want to emphasize alleged. I don't know if there's an investigation that's ongoing or not, but this is what's being spread all over social medias like X and Facebook and Instagram. Don't know if TikTok's going to allow it because they took down my last one. So I think TikTok is the only one that's not allowing this information to be shared. But if it is true, that's 21 trillion US hardworking tax dollars to make sure that the elite and the powerful are well taken care of in a catastrophic event. And to hell with the people that funded it.
Who's watching this show? Who's watching Paradise on Hulu? Because we got to talk. If you haven't watched it, go watch it and get off this video because I'm about to spoil some stuff. But we got to have a talk. First off, this show, great. There's 3 episodes out right now, and I'm locked in. It's itching a part of my brain that hasn't been scratched in a long time, and I love it. I've been needing a good show to watch, and I'm hooked already. 3 episodes, I'm hooked. First thing first, Sterling Brown, amazing actor, phenomenal casting on this. I think he's also one of the producers. Great job, all right? Now I have to talk about her because she bad. She made me want to keep watching because I was really enjoying just looking at her face. If I'm being completely honest with you, really liking her character. I hope she's a good person and not a bad person. As of right now, I think she's a good guy. I'm jealous of Agent Collins because I want a message from the president too. But back to the show, In regards to who killed this man, I have some thoughts. Now, we know he's shiesty, all right? I'm pretty sure Agent Collins is going to have to take this brother out for sure. I just don't know when it's going to happen. And we know they with each other, they in cahoots, okay? Pretty obvious. I don't know what he passed to her or she passed to him when they did the little hand exchange. I was trying to figure it out. I don't know what they passed. It wasn't the tablet because the tablet, it was something small. Was it a thumb drive? Was it a note, a key? Something like that, right? That's what I'm thinking, maybe. See, but what we do know is she runs the show. She's the puppet master. She's the billionaire who got this paradise city off the ground. It's something that she's not telling the people. What's her secret? Now, what we know is there was some type of natural disaster that was supposed to end humanity, and they had to go into this mountain and build this city, and she had the funding to do it. What we don't know right now is there any communication with the outside world? And is everyone in the world dead? Or is it just the 25,000 from the U.S. that are now hiding in the U.S., but other countries are alive? I have no idea. If there's no communication with the outside world, that means there's no way for Agent Collins to find out if his wife is still alive or not, or if anybody in the United States or the world is still alive or not. So it leads me to think maybe, but because she wants to be in control and create the heaven that her son described, because she's so OCD and heartbroken about losing her son that she wanted to build and control the world that her son wanted to live in, the heaven that she created for him. She made herself God of this heaven. All I know is she's obsessed with this tablet. He got read into what the tablet is, but we don't know. But we know it was stolen and she wants it back. So that's to come. Jumping around, but we know that he recovered the cigarette box that had the numbers written on it. He was trying to figure out what it was. And then they zoom in when the daughter is with the president's son afterwards, showing the entrance to the mountain, and there's the airplanes. I believe it's the tail number. That's what I'm assuming. So now my thought is, if it is a tail number that was written on the cigarette, if eventually when he finds out that his daughter went down there and then the daughter's working with the son who gets access, I don't know, he's going to end up getting access to the airplanes and finding the tail number that matches. It's going to click something that with that plane. He's either going to discover a truth on this plane, or this tail number could be the flight that his wife was supposed to get on to get to the mountain, because he said his wife never made it to the plane, but maybe she did make it to a plane and the plane never made it to the mountain. I don't know, but maybe his wife's still alive and the plane she was supposed to be on was that tail number, or because he knows how to fly because of his dad, he's going to find a plane with that tail number that he can use to fly and leave the mountain and go back, and then maybe he finds his wife. Or just finds out the truth about what's actually happened outside of this fake world. We don't know, but I'm hooked, and I just wanted to talk about it and form this paradise community, because we're going to come back and we're going to try to put this together, okay? Okay.
It's this new show on Netflix. It's called Paradise, okay? Now I'm about to show y'all one of the scenes. Y'all need to look and listen closely, okay? Look closely. Okay, so he running. That's one of the. He's unlocking her car, guys. That was one of the main characters. Listen, look closely, guys. Underneath a mountain in Colorado, y'all. What that look like? They got fake sun. Keep looking, y'all.